Hey friends, welcome back to Cozy with Calinnah, where I share my journey as a nurse by day and an artist by night, having real conversations with multi-hyphenates, dreamers, and doers. Don't forget to subscribe and catch new episodes every Thursday. From church choir Sundays to soul to jazz, my next guest has musical roots that run deep. As a vocalist and guitarist of Brainstory, his music feels brand new and also timeless. Welcome to the podcast, Kevin Martin.
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, dude.
Yes,
Yeah. You've been here before
I have been here before.
a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad to have you on. You've been part of the Long Beach community for a minute
Yes.
and part of this whole musical journey for a minute too. So I think this is going to be a great episode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, it's the first time I do something of the nature, but I've always really supported Long Beach music, and I really love it here in the community here. So I
Mhm.
think something like this is something I just would like to do, just for the community, whatever kind of information I could provide,
Yes.
an insight into doing things music related.
We love it. We love it. And what was your earliest memory of music as a child?
There's a couple ones that kind of stand out. Of course, my dad, Tony Martin, was a lead in the church choir on Sundays, and that I think was my first time seeing and feeling, what they call it, like the spirit of the Lord in the room.
Right.
But it's really just it's to me it's like the spirit of music and everybody together witnessing this thing. And yeah, you can call it the Lord, or you can call it, music, or call it what you want, you know what I mean? But it's this thing that is evoked when somebody is just really giving their all to the sound,
Right.
so to speak. And my dad was really good at doing that. And so that was the first time being in a communal environment, and feeling that feeling for the first time, which was very important to me, because as I grew older and got more into music, it was I was always trying to chase that feeling, but I didn't even understand it when I was a kid. When I was a
Right.
baby, I was like literally 3, probably even 1 years old when the first time I encountered it.
Mm.
But yeah, and then another kind of like early memory, which is more in like interfacing with an instrument, was like a guitar that my dad had. My dad always had instruments, especially
Mm.
keyboards. He had a Fender Rhodes
Oh,
growing
wow.
up
Uh-huh.
that he bought on his wedding day for $25 at a swap meet.
What?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Rhodes?
Yeah, in
Dang, those
1980.
damn, those are expensive.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah, he
yeah,
got
yeah,
it for
yeah.
like supposedly $25.
Oh, okay.
But
That's the story.
maybe
That's
it was
the
45, maybe it's 55. I don't know.
right.
I remember, playing with that a little bit. But the guitar was my jam. But I didn't really
Ah.
play it. I just hit the demo button, and I would make it play the demo song
Oh, okay.
and then speed it up as much as possible.
Oh, okay. You like to
That
go fast.
that was dazzling to me as a 4-year-old kid. I was
Mm.
like, "Wow, this is amazing. What is this? I'm making it do this thing. I don't know."
So you were very influenced by sound.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very early on.
Yeah.
And I was really into Elvis as a baby.
Oh.
My parents were just like, I don't know what it was, but when
Yeah.
they put on Elvis, I was like in my diaper, like
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
straight up, straight up, straight up. I loved it. I loved it so much.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So those are like the earliest handful of memories that I have, yeah, it's just kind of right away. I really wasn't confused about it as a little kid. I was just like, I like this, but nothing I was pursuing
Mm.
at that point. Nothing I was like, I want to do this.
It was just fun.
It was just fun and intriguing, and just like, curious. It made me curious. I love the
Mm.
colors of the sounds too.
Oh, okay, I hear about this. Some people.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
see colors?
I'm not one of those
Oh, okay.
people, but
Uh huh.
texture, I guess I would, to more accurately put it. I
Yeah.
really loved the textures of some, the Fender. My dad would play the Fender Rhodes, and that texture is just so rich to me. And then, the guitar had all these little presets, and those little sounds to me were just really, I don't know, they did something for me.
Yeah. And did you sing also? Like,
No, I didn't sing. I
oh,
did not sing until
okay.
I didn't sing publicly until I was 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
And why was that? Like I mean, you weren't in choir like in church or anything. Were
I
you
played
like
the guitar, but
you were okay part of
but
like the
I, I was kind of like adjacent to it. My dad was in the worship team, and I would
mm,
go when I was barely starting to play guitar, and because it was like a safe space for me to go and like learn how to play in a group without me actually being in the group or like kind of like distracting
right,
from it.
right.
One of the older friends of mine, he was actually in the group, so he kind of guided me through it. But like I never performed with them, but I would go every
Mm,
Wednesday night to like or Tuesday night it was to rehearse the songs, and it was songs like "Here I Am
oh
to
my God, I
Worship," you
know
know what I'm
that song
saying?
too. Dude, okay, so that's funny because my dad was part of the worship team too.
Oh
He was
wow.
like one of like the main like he was the tenor.
Oh,
So he
okay,
would
yeah.
like harmonize,
Mhm.
and that's how I learned how to harmonize
Mm.
through him because we would have like competitions in the car. Like, oh, he would get the
Oh.
high part and then he'd correct me like, "Oh no, you got to get the low part." And then I'd have to like
Oh.
find
Did your line?
the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
great.
yeah, so we're like same thing, like church. I feel like that's when I was introduced to it. But I was like kind of shy. I
I was
think
extremely shy.
very very shy
Mhm.
like singing at least.
Me too.
Yeah, I wouldn't say as a, I would talk to everybody, but I think
Yeah.
like the singing is just so vulnerable and just
I
you put yourself out there, you know what I mean?
I think too it's a very powerful instrument. And
Yeah.
when you're a kid, to yield such power was so vulnerable,
Yeah.
but also just so like just daunting and like
Yeah.
just scary to me at a teen. Like even I was until I was 18, I didn't sing in front of anybody.
Wow.
But all throughout those years, I was like trying.
So you would like go in your room and
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would
yeah.
blast the music,
Mhm.
lock the door, and try to sing,
Wow.
and hope to God nobody was listening
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. And wait, so what about your brother? Like, was he a singer? Did he, you know?
He a little later,
Oh, a little later
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. Tony, I think, we started singing together way later. I think I guess maybe it was the same around the same time that I started singing. He was singing as well,
Oh,
because it was
okay.
kind of like we kind of were doing it because together in a way, because we weren't as scared if we did it together, or
Right.
we also liked harmonizing,
Ah.
like the Beach Boys or things like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We're not as
Mhm.
good as that, but we like that together, so we
Yeah.
would try to do things like that.
And then
For me,
you have a sister too, right?
yes, who also sings.
Oh, okay. So is all your family like how many? Okay, how many siblings do you have
So
first of all?
there's Rochelle, our sister. She's the oldest, and then there's Tony, and then there's
Mhm.
me. And Rochelle sings. She knows how to sing, but she's just shy about it. She never.
Mm.
I think they put her on the spot a little too early on,
Yeah.
and she was like, "No, I'm good." You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like, I
yeah.
think they tried to make her sing in church one time, and she was
Yeah.
like not really with it yet, and
Mm.
she didn't like the experience, which I
Yeah.
was terrified of that too. So I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had like my first debut performance in front like a solo performance like at 7.
Oh
I was
wow.
terrified and
That's
I felt like
early.
I was just like, but then everyone's just like as an adult you're just like, yeah, go sing. And like
Yeah,
no, there's
yeah.
like it's just there's no pressure.
No,
But I think you
no.
put so much pressure on yourself as a kid cuz you want to sound as good as like the people who,
True, and
you
you're just
know,
not. You're
mm,
just unless you're Michael Jackson or
right, right,
something,
right, right.
but
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
People love it though when kids do anything
Yeah.
like that. It's fire
Yeah.
actually. Like I
Totally.
love it when kids do, and they,
Same.
especially if they just go for it, you know, and
Yeah.
they doesn't matter if they sound good, but they're just going for it. I mean, even adults do that, and they have
Right.
musical careers where they're
Right.
just going for it,
Yeah.
and people
Mhm.
fuck with it. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I think you were saying that your sister had like a eclectic
yeah,
music taste.
yeah.
Is that kind of how you went from like worship music to secular music?
I mean, yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, we had secular music in the house too, but you know, that's like
Mm.
your parents' music, you know.
Mm.
But they were listening to like Earth, Wind and Fire and you know, Funkadelic or P-Funk, Parliament.
Mhm.
What else? My dad was listening to, you know, sometimes Jaco Pastorius. But
Mm.
my mom liked Carole King and James
Ooh,
Taylor.
I love Carol King.
So there, between my parents, there was like a wide variety of sounds, but mostly like funk and soul, and then some twangy stuff in there.
Yeah.
Um, they loved Chicago. Yeah, that's
Oh
another
yeah.
one.
My
Chicago.
parents loved the Eagles.
Okay, yeah.
They
My
loved
my
the
parents,
Eagles.
they went they. It's weird because my parents like kind of dabbled, but they didn't really go that far into
Mm.
maybe that like alternative rock
Yeah.
that was happening at that time. But my
Right.
sister was someone who I spent a lot of time with as like I could probably like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like shits from like 7 to probably 13, even more actually. As
Mm.
a teenager, we hung out a lot too, and I still got like different kind of music. But I developed a lot of music taste from I think in the age of 7 to 12 through her.
Mm.
Um, and I was the youngest, so me and my brother kind of we played, but then we clashed at some point, and then so I would just peace
Mm.
out, and then I would hang out with my older sister, and that's where she was like in middle school, and I
Mhm.
was like in elementary school.
Okay.
And I would just draw, and she would do her homework, and we would both like listen to CDs, and
Mhm.
you know, or the radio. At one point, our parents tried to ban us from like listening to 99.1 KGGI.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we would
It was
listen
too
to it.
worldly or
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay,
Like
okay.
we couldn't even watch Ren and Stimpy at some
Are you
point.
serious?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think like I didn't watch like MTV until like
Yeah.
later, like past middle school.
Oh wow,
Like
that's yeah.
probably
That's
yeah.
pretty late.
Yeah,
I
pretty
get it though.
late.
I mean, kind of,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. So you grew up with like listening more to like hip hop,
Yeah,
like neo soul and
that's what I heard from Rochelle, you know, a lot of Erica
mm.
Badu, Bjork,
Oh wow.
Lauren Hill. I really loved the
Yes.
miseducation of Lauren
Oh,
Hill. That was like a
classic.
formative, you know, as an 8-year-old, that was
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my God, I love this.
Mhm.
So me and her loved that together. So we played that record out,
Yeah.
and yeah, then Warren G, DJ Quik,
Yes.
Snoop, you know, the popular music of the time. But we would listen to Art LeBeau as well, which was a
Oh,
very
wow.
big, you know, staple of the community.
Mhm.
We would
Mhm.
listen to oldies
Yeah.
together, and you know, I don't know, do random stuff. She'd just be doing her homework. I'd be
Mhm.
drawing, and just kind of we're just vibing out together, and we did that, and I found out about a lot of music through that experience.
Cool.
Shout out to Rochelle.
Hey, shout out
Mapache
sister.
Jewelry. Yeah, she's a
Hey.
jeweler.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
Check
you
it out.
should.
Check it out.
Check
Check
it
it out.
out. Check it out.
Yes, yes. And so how did you form? Did you form a band?
So like before I was around bands
Mm.
through my sister. So
Okay.
she was able to get out of the house and go to house parties where bands were by
Ah.
taking me and Tony. And we
Oh
were like
dang.
11 years old at
Dang.
these like like, you know, high school
Yeah, yeah.
and
House
up
parties.
house parties.
Yeah, yeah.
And at that time, it was like rap rock, you know, 1999, 2000,
Mm.
2001. It was like rap rock. And this is the IE, this is Rialto. So it's like a
Ah,
lot of
okay.
hardcore rap rock. Yeah. So
It was a time.
it was a time. And I was around the songwriters that were in my neighborhood via my sister. one of her first boyfriends was a songwriter, and I'm still friends with him today. And like he was just an artist in general too. So I really admired him, and he's the one that made me pick up the guitar. Where I was like, oh, I want to do it when I was 10. And
Okay.
so I really looked up to him. His name is Marcelo, and so I looked up to him and all their friends, and I was like 10 years old, and then just soaking everything up. Then we kind of befriended through a backyard party. Like me and my brother used to skateboard. We befriended our skate hero, our local skate hero. His name's Brian Edwards,
Oh.
and he was starting to get into music. So then him and my sister's boyfriend Marcelo at the time would meet every Sunday in my room. My parents would like let them come over and play music and just like record music on their laptop, or like this is early on. This is like Fruity Loops.
Wow. Dang.
Early on. So
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I was doing, but again, I was just able to be in the room, just in a corner looking at everybody's hands and learning how to do it, and just like seeing their process firsthand for a number of years. I think I did that until I was about 15.
Okay.
And then me and who became my best friend, Brian Edwards, became my best friend. I was 15. He was 25.
Okay.
So
There's a gap, yeah.
we called our band 10-year gap.
Oh shit. That's pretty sick.
And so this was in MySpace era,
Hey.
and you could
Top 8.
post. Yeah.
Yeah. Top 8.
Top
Remember
8.
that, guys?
Shout out to my top 8. You know who you are.
Yes.
No, you could upload music on MySpace, so we would just tape record our music and then upload it on MySpace from the tape recorder, like a little just one that just, you
Genius.
put it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we started like, and it's just acoustic guitars, and I played the harmonica because I was a big Bob Dylan fan. So
okay,
I played
harmonica.
yeah. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I like it.
Nice. I've dabbled a little when I was younger, but I don't know.
Yeah, I had the whole thing, like the whole like.
Oh, you had like the.
Yeah, I had the headgear. I don't know what would you call it, but the holder.
Yeah, headgear. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have that, and yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it was an acoustic outfit, just me and the homie, and it was really just his songs. Like I didn't really feel confident to write songs yet. I was 15, so I would just like learn his songs with him. I would play lead. I would make up my own lead parts, and just kind of support his vibe that he had going on. And we used to call it heavy folk.
Hey,
that's what our
folk.
vibe was.
I like that.
So, but yeah, I would like get snuck into bars to play, and I've been doing that ever since, kind of thing, just being in bands.
And then when did you ever form like your own and like?
So, yeah, me and my brother, we it was kind of always our dream to have a band. We had a band early on when we lived in Riverside. And he was studying bass at UCR, and I was studying the guitar at RCC, Riverside Community College. So we formed a band then. It was called the Golden Boys, with another friend of ours named Renee Galvez. And yeah, we just had like another acoustic thing. We didn't really do electric instruments until we like properly learned how to play jazz, and then after that, me and my brother moved away to study more jazz in San Francisco. So yeah, we formed a jazz trio, me and my brother and Eric Hagstrom, who is now our drummer for Brainstory. But we were a jazz trio because that's what our common ground was, and that's what we were all trying to learn. A lot of post bop, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk, etc. Repertoire like that. And we did that for maybe, I think, from 2009 until we formed the band Brainstory in 2014. But the idea of Brainstory came from a failure band that I had that I didn't really put that much thought into.
Okay.
And I just kind of was like letting anything go, and I didn't really have a vision, but I had the songs, by this time. I think I was around 23.
Mm-hmm.
and I played a show, and I just didn't really lead the band very good, and it just sucked.
And was it the same genre?
No, it was a little bit more like
Did you have like a punk
indie. We
band?
did have a punk band earlier on. Me and my brother did have a
Oh,
punk
okay,
band,
okay.
but
So
that's like when we were a teenage. Like
ah.
I would think I was 13 and he was like 14,
Oh,
or he
okay.
was like 15 or something like that.
Okay.
We did have a. Well, see, we go down the rabbit hole. And we've had a lot of bands.
Yeah.
Down in high school, we had a band called the Evil Cowboys, which
Mm.
wasn't really so much of a musical exploration, but mostly a means to hijack a party and make the most chaotic experience happen ever.
Okay. He was a party boy.
It was, yeah, but the music was like sometimes just, it wasn't really, it was about the ruckus, really.
Oh.
You know, it was about people would pull the plug on us type shit, and that's what we wanted. Like,
you wanted
we
that
would-
reaction.
we started burning books at some of the shows.
shit.
We destroyed a TV at one of the shows.
yeah.
We would dress up all zany and crazy, and
Mm.
yeah, so it wasn't really so much about the music, but about getting fucked up and having fun and like
yeah.
scaring people's parents.
Right, kind of like rebellious.
It was
like vibes.
100% angst.
Yeah.
Angst driven. But
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, but fast forward back to doing the Brainstory thing. Like, yeah, Brainstory was kind of out of the ashes of like me trying to lead my own band, but not doing a very good job and getting kind of like let down by myself, and then kind of like being like, okay, I need some vision. What do I want it to sound like? Like, how I need to be able to kind of envision this so I could help whoever's playing with me kind of like get into the direction that I'm trying to go in.
Right.
So, but my brother was still in the Bay. We didn't really have a drummer. We, honestly, our first show as Brainstory is on YouTube still.
Oh.
And we opened up for Chicano Batman at this small bar called the M Bar in Boyle Heights.
Damn. Wow.
They kind of they didn't pressure me, but like they knew I was like had music, and they're like, dude, come on, like open up the show, like I got this slot for you, like. And at first I was like, I don't got a band, dude, I can't, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I talked to my sister, and she was like, dude, figure it out, like
Yeah.
this is a good opportunity. Like
right.
Chicano Batman 2 wasn't nearly as big as they were, as
Mm.
they, they got to be.
Right.
But they still had a lot of people coming to their shows, more than me, so it was a good opportunity. And my sister's like, dude, call him back and tell him like you can do it, like hurry up, like what are you doing, like
Yeah.
you could do this, just figure it out. You
Yeah.
know enough people. So I did, and the result is on YouTube.
Dang. Okay, I need to watch this now.
Not when I'm around.
Maybe not right now, but
Yeah,
I will watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's our first ever performance.
Wow.
Not very good, but it's okay.
That's okay. And how did you prepare for that? Like, did you?
I had a week.
You had a week.
Yeah, I had a week. I had to call my brother. Dude, you got to ride the bus down here
Oh shit.
to play bass. And my brother was playing upright bass, which is very different from electric bass.
Okay.
So he was kind of like still like electric bass. Like, how do I wrap my head around doing this? Because I've been doing this upright bass thing for a long time, which is very different. Yeah, and then some friends from the band Quita Penas helped out. Toto, and the homie Eddie. So Toto was playing congas, and Eddie was playing drums. And another former member of the band, Alfredo Contreras, played guitar, and me on guitar and vocals. Yeah, and then
And who wrote the songs? Did you?
I wrote the songs.
You wrote the
Yeah,
songs.
my brother I think wrote one of them at the time too, if I remember it correctly. Yeah. So yeah.
So you essentially met like in college, and then you
Yeah.
were just kind of doing your own things, and then
Yeah.
that show kind of brought you together. What happened after that? Like, were you like, was the crowd feeling it, and you're like, actually, maybe we should?
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
a turning point for you guys?
It definitely was. It definitely was. It definitely like kind of like made me feel more confident and more like, okay, I can do this. I could lead this, and we can put this together. in whatever shape or fashion it needs to get put together in, and we could execute a show.
Right.
And this is before we got Eric playing with us again.
Oh,
So
okay.
Eric didn't play. Eric is not on that YouTube video because
Ah.
Eric was doing his own thing here in Long Beach. He
Mhm.
was a freelance jazz drummer, like just playing every
Oh.
night around Long Beach, Los Angeles.
Mhm.
And also I think he might have been still studying at that time or maybe he graduated, but he was graduated from Cal State Long Beach.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So.
Which is another reason why Long Beach kind of
Right.
comes into view. So
Oh, okay.
I guess that first show was about late 2012, I think, or something like that, or 2013, one of those things.
Mhm.
And then I moved out here around that same time to Whittier, and then Tony eventually moved back from
From the
San
Bay.
Francisco, yeah, from the Bay down, so we could do the band. And so when he finally came down, we're just like, we don't know any drummers really. Like Eric, it's not that far from Whittier. Like, pull
Yeah.
up, like come play with us again. But we're gonna be playing this
kind of style.
this is this yeah, these are
Yeah.
the songs. Like, it's not jazz anymore, but
Right.
we want to kind of have jazz in it,
Yes. Yes.
but over our own compositions and our own songs. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah.
And then so all of you were like locked in at that point once you started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we kind of like, yeah, like it kind of like organically formed from there. Eric was just doing jazz, so there was kind of like some stylistic catching up to do. But that just came with time, and
Right.
and then it just kind of just formed from there. We just kept playing, and our reaction from our shows were good. Eric would do a drum solo, and we were taking really good. We played jazz. We knew how to solo.
Right.
So people really liked that in Los Angeles. At that time, Los Angeles was mostly, the scene was like psych rock.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, we wanted to fit in just enough to and not fit in at the same time. But yeah, I think people were really dazzled by our musicianship a lot of the times. And like the dynamic quality we had. I think sometimes the psych music was just kind of all sounding the same, and it was like we just kind of stood out of the monotony of that like style of music.
Yeah, so your vision kind of like, you kind of knew what was the competition, but also like how you could
edge in on that.
Yeah.
And
I feel like a dynamic show always like,
yeah,
I love dynamics. Like,
yeah, everyone does,
yeah,
whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I learned a lot of that like as a dancer, but being on the other side, like not like the performance, but not the singing, So and then when I started doing the singing, then I was like, maybe I can incorporate like these elements that I learned from all those years of dancing and stuff. So yeah, we love a good dynamic show.
Yes. Oh yes.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
how did you guys get signed? Like,
Yeah.
how did that come about? Did someone approach you at one of your shows, or?
No, it was pretty much all in the family. So Chicano Batman was like our biggest supporters for a long time, in our early days, throwing us gigs, putting us on our first tour with them.
Wow.
Like just giving us opportunities. But we became really close to Eduardo Arenas, and he played the bass in Chicano Batman, and he's also a producer, and he had a recording studio. So he recorded our second EP, and he recorded us right before he went to work with Leon Michaels, who produced their third record, if I'm not mistaken. Leon Michaels is the co-owner of the label that we're on, Big Crown Records.
Right. Okay.
So the Chicano Batman produced a record with Leon Michaels, and while they were there working on the record in New York, Leon was like, "Hey, Eduardo, what have you been working on? I know you record and produce music." And he's like, "Oh, I've been working on this project with these guys, Brainstory. You should check them out. They're really sick." And then he showed Leon a song of ours, and that had to be in 2015.
Okay.
And
you
then
signed in 2017. Right?
yeah.
Okay.
So fast forward, I posted a demo on my Instagram story, and Leon reached out to me and was like, "You have any more music? You have any more demos? This is cool. Like, we're looking to like listen to more music of yours." And I really didn't know what it completely entailed, but
Right.
I didn't really know about the record label Big Crown. I mean, it had just started in 2016. So we were one of the early sign
One of the first
acts, yeah, especially out here on in California. But yeah, so we recorded some demos with Eduardo again and sent it to Leon and Danny, who is also a co-owner of the Big Crown Records, and yeah, they liked what they heard and they signed us.
Hey.
Yeah, I was the day he gave me a call about signing us, I was on my way to see Earth, Wind and Fire at in Compton at the hospital down in Willowbrook. Yeah, down in Willowbrook.
What?
Well, what is now Willowbrook in Compton.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. I just was like,
sick.
I like cried a little bit on the street there because I was like, wow, this is an amazing day. Wow, I guess I'm gonna be on a record label.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did anything change from that point on? Like, did you have to see music in a different way? Because I feel like labels. I mean, not all, right? But
Yeah.
maybe more like smaller labels or independent labels allow you to have like that freedom, creative expression, whereas some like they're very stern on what you should be as an artist,
yeah. No, Big Crown is not like that. Like,
That's
if
good.
anything, any pressure or kind of change in perspective on the music we're making that came from me, like as the writer on my songs, I just was like, well, this is our first time, because we had like self-produced music and put it out independently with the help of friends. Like, we had done that, but this was an actual platform, and for me, I was like heavily into Smokey Robinson and just studying like good songwriting and what that meant. I was always into like Bob Dylan, who has amazing songs and stuff, but kind of more in a way where it's like maybe it's a little bit more conventional. Like, what does make a good song? Like Bob Dylan is like, it's all song, but like a good song is not just the lyrics, it's the music and how it accompanies what you're saying, how the vibe is, what it feels like.
Moments.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess I kind of like tried to really narrow down my songs a bit more, because I knew the platform we were going to be on, rather it's independent, but it was like a step up, so I wanted to step up the songwriting. And yeah, from my approach to it, I kind of like took a lot more time demoing things out and like recording them on my own and fleshing things out as best I knew. And yeah, I think I just maybe got more serious about my songwriting.
Gotcha. Wow, that's amazing. So, I mean, you already had like the good music. So it was like, because I feel like now maybe things have changed a little bit with certain artists, like these industry, like homegrown industry artists or whatever. And it's like kind of like a whole team that's like doing everything for the artist.
Yeah.
And you did it in the sense where you all like were involved already from the beginning. So
yeah, we're a band.
you're a band.
Yeah.
And and that way too, you're more protected too because you're the writer, and you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah.
think sometimes that can get lost depending
Oh,
on who you're under.
I mean, historically speaking of the record industry and artists,
Yeah.
they want to muddle that line of who made what, and
Right.
especially cut the artist out.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's why they want to control the artist in some circumstances because, record labels basically are a bank to the artist. They lend the artist the money to
Yep.
live and make a record.
Mhm.
But since they're giving him that allowance to make a record, they have more, leverage over the artist
Right.
to be like, no, we're giving you X amount of money. We need this money back. So we're
Right.
going to
Recoup.
actually, yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to actually like make sure that we get money back from this. And so you're going to do X,
Mm.
Y, and Z because it's going to make X amount of dollars,
Right. Right. Exactly.
So,
The business.
yeah, which is like definitely not the hands that we're in with Big Crown Records. It's like a family
Yeah.
kind of oriented feeling that we have with them. I'm really close to Leon and Danny, and they really look out for me and all of us. They want to see us succeed, and I really believe in their belief in us.
Right.
Which is a lot of people who are friends that are in the industry. They're like, man, this label cares,
Yeah.
because most labels just really don't
Yeah.
care
I'm sure they don't.
about your livelihood type shit.
Right. 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 And did you have to find like a manager or anything like that? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like Big Crown is only so big, especially when we first got involved with them.
Mhm.
But we found our own. Like it was just literally like the homie who owns a record store.
Mm.
Um, who I just we were having meetings with like people, blah 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 blah. But all those people see is like immediate dollar signs. Can
Numbers.
I
Yeah.
get immediate dollar signs from endorsing and like helping what's already grown with this
Right.
artist at
Mhm.
that point? And at that point, we were like, didn't have that much followers. Our music was dope, but like not that many people knew about it.
Right.
We'd have been on little bit of tours, you know what I mean? It's all DIY basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
And if you could go DIY and then go through the roof with it, then that's when they're like, "Oh, I'm interested in working with you," you
Right.
know?
People come knocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we got a booking agent, and we were like, "Man, we need a manager to help like facilitate this booking agent thing, cuz I'm like bad with dates, and I'm just not good at that. I'm
Mhm.
working on it, but
Yeah.
not good at, that kind of stuff."
Yeah.
So, we got the homie Ray to be our manager, and when we got a booking agent, it just kind of like locked it in, and that's kind of where we're at these days. Just kind of, it's still pretty DIY, really, to be honest. Like it's
Yeah.
not like
But
we don't
sometimes
have a
it's
team really,
right, right. But I mean, I think sometimes it's good to like learn those things because
extremely.
then it's like less people you need
Yeah.
and focusing more on the quality of the team
Yep.
and what they can offer. Even if it's sometimes it's not always expertise. It's sometimes it's just like that person who's like willing to go the extra mile for your
Yeah. Or
to be
just have ideas
yeah,
outside of what you're even
right,
thinking about. Like
right.
they're like, "Oh, maybe you should, iron your shirt." Even things like that. Like,
You're
or
like,
just
oh, let me
just
try.
simple, nice, good, you know, suggestions of any situation that you could find yourself as an artist.
Right.
Um, that goes a long way if you have people that
Mm,
care, though.
right.
When you have people that are just there, I don't know. I'm definitely not in that situation, but it seems like weird
Right.
to
And
have so many people controlling everything.
yeah. And do you know some artists who are controlled in that way and like how have you seen them navigate through that? Like how do artists find great managers or great, how?
I don't know. I don't know. I really
Mm,
wouldn't be able to tell you. Usually, if they have professional high grade management, they have they're on a major label. You know,
Mm.
they're in cahoots with a lot of people that are making money off of some other artist
Right.
that they just keep their crew around. And they're like, oh, go here, this artist right here, ooh, and then they send everybody around
Mm.
them, and then
Yeah.
at least that's what it looks like. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I don't really like, get up in anybody's biz, but I'm
Right.
observant,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, it seems like this person knows this person because this and this, and that's all.
Right.
It's all kind of
Kinda connected.
connected in a web of sorts. But yeah,
Wow.
it's an industry after all.
Yeah, it is.
Can't be mad at it.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, people got to make their bread too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get on the side like of the manager too. I've been watching like this podcast called Manager's Playbook.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. It's this guy, Mauricio. I forget his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Ruiz, I think, and he used to manage Jessie Reyes, the girl who did Figures, that song. And yeah, and she's like a Canadian artist, and
Okay.
so he brings on people on the podcast. Highly recommend it. And I just learned through listening the manager side and what they expect of the artist, and other people that he's brought on who A&Rs, like other types of people that are in the industry
that are adjacent to the role of being a manager.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, I think it is really about the music. Obviously, you have to have solid music to have leverage to get to those people also.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, again, the people aren't even going to see you unless you have some kind of numbers behind you.
Right.
And that's kind of the harsh reality about this industry, is that if you didn't, it's weird. It's kind of like, for me, it's like, I always feel like you got to prove yourself to these people that you're super down. That you're down.
Right.
That you're down for music and that you've been doing this and that you're super down. And then they're like, oh, okay, for sure. I'll work with you. It's weird. To me, it's weird.
Yeah, they need to see like your commitment to the craft.
Yeah.
To the industry.
Well, not even that. Like, you have to be super down for the craft for even to get any kind of motion.
Mm-hmm.
But then to kind of sustain it and keep it going to where it has traction, and then there's numbers behind it. It's no easy feat. It's no easy feat to do it on your own too, and they expect people to do a lot on their own before they could like lend a hand, which is kind of funny, but
yeah,
whatever. I'm gonna be playing music regardless. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I love that answer. And so let's talk about your song process.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, just as a friend.
Yeah.
Do you write every day? Do you write when it comes, when you're gone through something?
Mostly experiences when it comes, but it can come a number of ways. Yeah, it's an intangible mystery to write a song, to be honest. Like it just be hitting. It's just like, I don't know. I think through meditative states, I think is the best. Going for a walk.
Oh.
And not like listening to music. For me, gives me a tempo, an open blank canvas that I'm just like, it just starts going. But also, I just might feel some type of way, and I'm sitting in my room, and there it is.
It just happens. Yeah.
And I might not have the whole damn song, but sometimes it's like I get the whole damn song. It's crazy.
Right, like in 10 minutes.
I can probably right now improvise a song. That's kind of where I'm at with it too. I'm not really like, I'm kind of tired of conceptualizing everything at the moment. I'm kind of been like sitting there, and if like no one's around, I'll just fucking just go do something. And I may or may not record it. If I get onto something through that initial burst of creativity,
Yeah.
then I start following it. But sometimes I just improvise a whole song and I don't know what it really meant, and it just it felt good. Like it was like a pure feeling. It was, you
Yeah.
know, the words weren't really even there, but it was like just a
Right.
pure feeling of the moment, and
Mhm.
that kind of just felt good, like kind of like scratching an itch or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes from that. Sometimes, yeah, I do have like a strong vision of like I want it to sound like this, and I got inspired by a recording
Mm.
of some sort, a song or something. Or it could happen in many ways.
Yeah.
It's elusive though. It's not for me. It's not like I wake up at 5 a.m. I go on a jog, then I get into the hot tub, and I start to cook. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right,
it's
right,
not like
right. It's
that.
not
I'm
like you're
not.
like here's a recipe.
Yeah, nah. I think
Yeah,
those
like
things are
you're
shams, man. I don't believe. They work for some people,
Yeah.
some personality types.
Yeah.
I'm a highly like psychedelic influenced Zen
Yeah.
looking for kind of thing. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like a state.
It's a state. It's a state,
Mm.
and I don't know. I have probably horrible advice. Like I've written songs like I finished songs on the toilet, like taking a shit. You know,
Love it.
like literally, like straight up. Like I
That's
feel good, and I'm
hilarious.
like, ah, oh, there it is. Like, oh shit, I gotta write it down real quick. Yeah.
You're like, damn, I feel 10 pounds lighter.
Maybe 30 because you got the song off too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I feel like the songs that I've released, I usually write like in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I've tried like where I write like every day, because if you write every day, then you're gonna have so many ideas.
And there's some validity to
Yeah,
that.
I
Mhm.
think that can work for some people, but for me, I feel like it's never ever those songs that make it. Like they never
You
are the
gotta
ones to
sift.
release.
You gotta. Well, that's why it's like doing it every day is like a vibe. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To do because yeah, your perspective always changes on your own ideas.
Mhm.
I've a lot of the songs that I brought to Big Crown I had written already, like
Mm.
years before.
Mhm.
So I don't throw anything away. Nothing is a throwaway
Do
for
you
me.
have a lot of notebooks?
I have tons of
Yeah,
notebooks.
same.
Since I was
Same.
14 years old, 13
Mhm.
years old, I have
Mhm.
notebooks. So,
Yep.
I keep all of that and I go back to all of that, like and I
Mm.
refurbish old lyrics. One of our songs, Bye Bye, I wrote it and then I redid the music completely to make it like more of a soul vibe because that's what I was into at the time. So
Gotcha.
so then that's how that song came about. Like I had already written it, but I just had to change the background to it and
You just revised it a
just
little bit.
revised it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I think yeah, I agree somewhat to like make a song every day or make something every day
Yeah.
is good because that day you might be like this is a piece of shit, but then fucking like 6 months later when you forgot you did it
Right.
and you forgot the headspace about it, you forgot
Right.
how you even made it. You're like, where did this come from? And you're kind of like, damn, this shit is fire. What?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
have something for this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
What do you call it, like when your ears are like tired and
yeah, fatigued.
yeah, ear fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a thing. Or sometimes even I'll be like, damn, this song fucking this shit is fire, and then I
Yeah.
listen to the next day, I'm like,
Oh shit.
oh no, that's not fire
no.
at all. Like
Yeah,
kind of
like
whack.
I was high as hell. I was
Right,
high as hell when I
right,
made that one.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
for sure. No, that
Wow.
happens too.
Yeah.
But no idea is a bad idea. And yeah, if you just lay something down, fuck it, forget about it, come back to it. It might be something, but most likely no.
Right.
Most likely it's just kind of just whatever.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's it is what it is.
Right. And that's just like being a songwriter, I think.
Yeah,
you know?
just trying it out, flexing the muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm presently not very inspired at the moment to be all the way 100%. I think I was working a lot on things, and I have a bunch of shit
Yeah.
to finish.
Okay.
But I'm like at this point where I've worked hard to get all this stuff amassed. I don't even want to finish it right now.
Yeah. I feel that.
Just silly. I don't know.
Sometimes it
Procrastination, maybe.
Yeah. But you're gonna get it done at some point anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
and I'll get it done pretty quick.
That's how it be.
I'll get it done pretty quick.
Yeah.
I already know. I already know what these things need.
Right.
For the most part.
Right. And do you remember the first song you wrote? What it was called?
I had a song when I was 11 about. I don't remember any of the lyrics these days, but I remember the concept because I was really trying to write songs like 11 or 12. Like I really wanted to do that, but I just didn't really know how. But I had a song concept about the kind of my parents got a plastic tree for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And it took the whole like pine smell out of the house.
Right.
And Christmas all of a sudden had this like, not this like same magic allure innocence to it anymore because I was changing. But also symbolically, my parents bought a plastic tree.
Right. So you're like, Christmas, the message is not the same.
Yeah. Well, it was like, I'm growing up. This is different. This is feeling different.
It was a change.
I'm 11 going on 12. Christmas, I'm not a little kid. Like, I know Santa doesn't exist. Like, all this, like, these beautiful, innocent things just drifting away.
Wow.
But I don't remember how it went or any of that. I wrote one song. The first time song I did record was for my sister, and I do remember.
Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was called?
Damn, I don't know what it was called.
Like what it was about?
It was about my sister.
Oh, it was about your
sister. It was
okay.
like, when you need me, I'll be there kind of vibe.
Okay, Carole King. I'll be there.
straight up. But I like the Strokes, so it's kind of like I tried to sound like the Strokes.
Okay. I see.
Yeah,
that.
I think I was 11. That was one of the first songs.
Wow.
There, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote my first song at 19.
Oh, wow.
And it was about like a situationship before like that was a term. And
great song concept already.
Yeah, and this guy like was my friend, but like then he like acted like he didn't know me.
Dang, classic.
Classic. And so I wrote a song. It was called I Never Knew You.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah. So, sometimes you just have to go through shit.
Oh, big time.
To, like, feel some type of way and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling.
Oh, that is the best ideal way to write a song.
Yeah.
The worst way to write a song is not know what you're after.
Say it again.
Is to try to write a song but not know what you're after, not know what you're feeling, not know what you want to say.
Right.
That's the worst. That's always like, those are those little mid ideas that are like, okay, it is what it is, but it's not really anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I really felt from that.
Exactly.
I just did it and
there's just nothing.
Just nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, it's kind of a release, like an outlet for your mind.
Yeah.
And then the words just spit out. Like,
subconsciously sometimes. And those are fun. That's fun too.
Yeah.
And it's fun to make things mindlessly. I'm not even saying that either, but it's just harder to make a song out of like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm just gonna do it, and it usually kind of just harder. It's just harder to find a feeling out of that and a concept out of that, a vision out of that. Because I think songs are kind of like little movies that you play in somebody's head while they're listening to it. There's got to be some kind of storyline sometimes, or maybe not a story, but imagery or a feeling that has these poetic phrases attached.
Yeah. I went to the NAMM convention. Was it last year or whatever the last one was?
The last one, yeah.
Yeah, and there was this songwriter. he does like scoring, and I did a like episode about it. I forgot his name. It was like Gene something.
Mm.
Um, but he did talk about that, like how to write a song
Mm.
was one of like the speakers, for that topic. And he did talk about how think about songs like movies. Like it
Yeah.
is like there's a plot, and then there's like a
Yeah.
twist, and
Yeah.
there's an ending, and or
Yeah.
however you
Yeah.
think of the song is
Or
exactly
it's a
like a movie.
scene.
Yeah, it's a scene.
It's
Yeah,
not even like the whole movie. It's just the scene of a movie.
exactly.
I've been into movies, so that's been resonating with me a lot more
Mm.
these days.
That's a good way to like get inspiration in like a different way. Like you don't always have to like read a book about songwriting in order to get.
I don't
You know?
I oh yeah, so I wouldn't even like I think anybody out there, maybe there's some good tips and some good pointers
Yeah.
that you could find, but to really write a song and to really I think it's from experiences that are tangible to you, and exploring other medias of art
Mm-hmm.
are very good avenues to that. Watching movies, going to see an art show,
Yeah.
hearing what that art show is about, or documentaries
Yeah.
about things that happen in history. you know as an artist, you need to kind of like take all of these things in
Mm.
order to, and I think our other art forms are the the best ways to do that. Yeah, literature as well,
Mm-hmm.
poetry as well. Those can always spawn more. They just make you feel and they make you think innately
Right.
if you give yourself to the art. And I think those are the best conduits to writing songs. I think other art forms, and
Definitely.
if not, observing and being a part of them, like doing it yourself, painting. I draw. I like doing those kinds of
Oh, you
things.
like to draw?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah. I
didn't know
draw.
this.
Like I'm big into cartoons,
Oh shit.
and just I like art. That was what I did before I even did music, was like drawing. I did a lot of drawing as a kid.
Oh.
So I think, whether you're gonna show it in a gallery, who gives a fuck? Like, just do it. It's good
Yeah.
for you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that kind of also helps inform the craft that you
Right.
actually do musically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Art is a collective.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
And since you've been doing this for a long time, I mean, you've been doing this since you were 11. I know you're only 21.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Any word of or any piece of advice that you would give to artists who are just starting, especially like with the explosion of social media and all this stuff? Like,
Yeah.
have you seen, I'm sure since you've done this so long that there have been changes through society, and I feel like the expectation of social media is kind
Yeah.
of getting people depressed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how do you stay sane throughout your music career? Is there any advice for someone who's just beginning or still doing it now?
I think for anybody beginning out there, um, I didn't know about this, or I didn't know what it was called, but like branding and having some kind of idea of what you want the music visually to be represented is like a big key thing these days.
Okay.
And not even these days. I think if you want to be successful in general in music, you got to be able to package your music visually. That's been a learning curve for me. I'm always involved with the conceptualizing of album covers and stuff. Like, I've designed our very first one that we've ever did, our first EP. The last album we did, Sounds Good, was like a concept between me and the head of the label, Danny. Our Sounds Good album.
Uh-huh.
So I'm already very involved, and I like doing that, and I like coming up with stuff like that. but like music videos or just in visuals in general. And then once you got that kind of concept down, then making merchandise based off of that concept that has a kind of a somehow visually akin to that original album concept, whatever that is.
Oh, interesting.
You know, it's all got to like be presented together. You know, our last album cycle, we had the dogs playing pool. So
Right.
I had we basically made shirts of us as dogs, but like Disney style.
Right.
You know, then we did another one that was like a liquor store shirt style that had a dog on it. It said Brainstory. It says Inland Empire. Just because it's like that's a shirt that you would find at a liquor store. You know, like the vibe. You know what I mean? But it has something to do with dogs.
Right.
You know, dogs is like the theme of the whole thing visually. So it's kind of like learning how to carry that throughout from the album art to the merchandising. People like to see it all together, and they, you know, I think that was something that it took me a long time to kind of have vision for. Pinterest is your best friend for those
honestly,
things.
I love
Pinterest. Yeah, Pinterest is great. Instagram's too distracting. There's too much shit on there.
It's
Pinterest is the best, honestly.
A lot of inspo boards definitely that I have that I've started to think of myself as I've been, you know, like navigating this whole just artistry, I think too.
Because it demands much more of you if you're doing it on your own than to just make music.
Right.
Period. You know what I mean? You gotta have this vision. You gotta somehow carve this vision out for you. 'Cause like I've heard like fire music, but then the album cover looked bunk. You know what I mean? And it's like, I know that's pretty superficial, but like that's what people see. You know what I mean? Like,
we are like,
and I don't do the greatest album covers ever. Like, my shit's kind of silly. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's like it's a part of you though, and that's like I think what. And as long as it's like a consistent thing, then people know like, oh, this is like what they're about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we want the personality to show a bit too. You know, we're not all serious. Like, we're actually not serious most of the time. You know.
And do you like think of your songs with that vision in mind already? Like, I'm curious, or do you kind of make the music and then that's after?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can dress the music however you want. It's not like, oh my God, it's all gotta fit. Like, no, I'm not that tedious. I think that's a little too tedious.
Very conceptual.
Yeah, super. And I'm not complete. It's about the music.
Yeah.
You know, and one song to the next. Like, and I think the way we've been making records in the past couple years is like, we get a batch of songs, we record them. This is working. This isn't working. This is working. This is working. Okay, we can kind of see it. But we kind of approach it more of like we're making a playlist.
Okay.
We're not making like just this one style. You know, like I think that's kind of given us a style. Like, oh, it's a Brainstory style.
Yeah.
But like we don't just play soul music. We don't just play jazz music. We don't just play funk. Like, we're not exclusively any of these things.
Right.
But you can find and hear that throughout the record.
Right.
Which I think is the way people are consuming music more often than not. They're not sitting down with the whole album. They're going, oh, I like this song, and it fits on this playlist. Oh, I like this one.
Right.
And they're, like, making playlists actively all the time. This is my running playlist because it's all high-tempo music, you know? And, like, I think my approach to making the records with Leon and the guys, it's like whatever feels right, we're gonna put that on the record. And it doesn't have to be this one homogenous conceptualized thing. It's just what we do. Like, we're musicians, we like a lot of different stuff, we're gonna do that. And luckily we're on a label that just allows us to do that.
Yeah, that's
and
beautiful.
Gets behind supporting and uplifting the good ideas, you know, that we have.
Wow, so, I love that advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I always feel like, you know, I think we're all just all learning together, you know, like the more that
Oh yeah.
I'm like interviewing people, I'm like, yeah, I just want to know. I think
Yeah.
everybody else is thinking, you know, the same
No,
thing,
and I think
you
that's
know?
what these kinds of, that's what made me down to do this kind of thing. I'm really not that down to do like whatever. But
Mm,
like podcast wise, like I've never
yeah.
done it really, but
Mhm.
like it's like it's cool to share the information with people that, want to hear about it. I think it's important,
Yeah.
of course we've been a DIY thing for most of it, and it's like, we've I've learned a lot about having a band in the last 10 years, and don't get to
Mhm.
talk about it that much unless people really want to know and ask
Yeah.
me at a party, but
Right.
who's going to remember that?
Right, right. We're all like, shut. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, okay, stop
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
now.
right, right.
No, just
Well,
kidding.
thank you. That's
Yeah.
really good advice. I'm so glad that you're on here.
Yeah.
And I
It was
wanted to
fun.
do some rapid fire questions. Cause
Okay.
why not?
Fire away.
Okay. Ooh. Since you're a songwriter, one song you wished you wrote or produced. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, but any that
Um
stick out to you.
Bob Dylan's The Man in Me.
Oh. And why?
I just really think it's a sweet love song from the perspective of a man.
Mm.
Um and I just really like the way he sings on it, and the whole vibe is just cool and unique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Ooh. Who is on your playlist right now? Anybody you're listening to?
Oh, this is always hard. I always have to look.
Yeah, sometimes I think like with
But
the
the
in
rapid fire is, I can't look, right? I just have to go.
no, no, no. I mean, it's okay. You can think about it. You
No,
can
I
look on
want
your
to just
phone.
look. I just
Okay,
want to
okay,
look, because
okay.
that's going to be the easiest way. Playlist. Let's see what I've been listening to. I'm just going to go. Oh, okay. Mac DeMarco's song Home.
Home. Okay.
Yeah, I've been obsessed with that song. It's for his new record, and
I
the
gotta listen to
song
that.
is
Send that to me.
is so good. I will.
Last concert you went to as a fan.
It's difficult. Probably. I mean, does it count if we played it? If we opened the show?
No, I mean you're a
Okay.
fan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Azimuth. The Brazilian
Ah.
jazz trio. We opened for
Ooh.
them last year and this year in New York, and
Sick.
they're just amazing, and they're OGs, still doing it, and like I'm just like in awe of them, and I respect them, and I mean, Brazilian music is the best music in the world,
Mhm. Mhm.
hands down.
Okay, and dream collab, living or dead.
Kendrick.
Oh, we had another person who said that. Do you know
Okay.
Menchie?
I don't think so.
Okay, Menchie was on
Maybe.
here. She's part of Bootleg Orchestra,
Hmm.
and she also
Sounds
said
familiar.
Kendrick. Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
I'm
a
pretty
bad
sure.
memory.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, Kendrick or Tyler?
Okay, Tyler.
I know there's somebody else out there. Mac, I love Mac DeMarco.
Mm-hmm.
We actually did almost collab with him one time
Oh.
at this is like crazy. This, like, you might not even believe this, but I got this DM from some dude, and he's like, "I work with ASAP Rocky. He wants to talk music with you. Are you available to come to his house tonight?"
Damn.
Yeah, so we pull up, and it was like Ariel Pink and Mac DeMarco and ASAP with some of his homies,
Wow.
and it ended up being like just a total, like, nothing happened
Yeah.
because there was no recording studio, no instruments, just hella weed and mushrooms and booze, and like, but and a laptop with a microphone and an interface, like a 2-channel
Oh.
interface,
Oh, okay.
and like that was it. And it's
Wow.
like Brainstory plus Mac, Ariel Pink, but nothing. It's just impossible. There was no instruments. My brother brought his bass,
Yeah.
but it was just, you know,
Yeah. I mean, that was the intro. That means maybe you'll work on more stuff later.
that was back in like 2019, I think. So
Oh, okay.
it's been a while. I don't
It's
know
been a while. That's okay.
whatever happens.
That's still cool though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was interesting, but
Yeah.
yeah, collab that never happened though.
Collab that never. Top 3 or 1 to 3 favorite places that you've performed in.
We just did a show at the Glass House, so that was probably number one
Ooh.
because growing up, the Glass House was a place near the IE,
Mhm.
um, that you could go see somebody that was legit and like dope, you know.
Mm.
So headlining that and selling it out was like
Amazing.
amazing. A lot of family came, like so many people from over the years of playing music. Like it was a momentous occasion, and that was very fun. But what else? Wow, playing in Japan is always really fire.
I'm going next year.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
With
You're gonna have a
with some
blast.
some people you know.
Oh yeah.
With Vanessa.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's right. They told me about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Maybe you should come.
Shoot,
Come through. Play over there.
I gotta make some more money.
Ah.
No, for real. I love Japan. Playing over there is just such a wholesome musical experience. You look out in the audience, and it's like people ages 18 to fucking 60,
Mm.
and they're all on a vibe with you, with your
Wow.
music. You know, they're dancing. You know,
Yeah.
people think, oh, they're going to be very quiet. And it's like,
Mhm.
no, at a club, they're
Right.
there to turn up and
Okay.
they're giving it up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're sick. Like, they're
Yeah.
the best audience, honestly.
Right.
Like,
Wait, I think I saw you after you came back from
most
Japan,
likely.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you were
yeah.
exhausted, I think. You were
Oh, I
like
was,
jet lagged.
yeah, I was probably super zonked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jet lag is real as fuck.
Oh yeah, Philippines, same thing. It's like
I
not
want to
that
go to
far.
the Philippines so
Ooh, you
bad.
should come through. I know the places.
I want to go play pool in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of people.
Efren Reyes is my pool playing hero.
Oh,
He's a
really?
Filipino
Oh.
champion of the 90s and 2000s.
Oh, shoot. Okay, see, I don't play much pool, but that's good to
It's
know.
big in the Philippines.
Yeah,
it's huge.
It is. It is.
Pacquiao is really good at pool.
I did not know
At
Pacquiao
pool,
was good at
he's
pool.
fire at pool.
And like apparently
Yeah.
he has a singing career too right now.
Pacquiao's crazy.
Yes. Look it up.
Is he good?
I mean, he's all right. He's all right. He's all right.
It's all auto-tuned, all crazy, or what?
Yeah, I think he like was singing one time. It's like, like karaoke style.
Oh,
you know?
okay. So he's okay.
But he can box. Okay.
Oh,
so
for sure.
That's what.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
play pool. He
And
played
play
pool
pool.
really
And
good.
play pool.
I have to say.
And play pool.
China blew me away too.
China.
Yeah, I would put that up there too. China was sick.
Wow.
Shanghai was really cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I've been to Wait, did I go to Shanghai? I've been there once when I was younger.
Okay.
And it's just so busy over there.
Yeah,
they
it's
have a lot of
crazy.
people over there that
Yeah.
live in that country. So
Yep.
lots of traffic.
Yeah, and I was a little
Yeah.
afraid, when you go to a big city, even in the States, it's like, does anybody know this show's even happening? Because there's so much, like New York is such a hard market to break over there. Like, we've been doing it in LA for a long time, so people, know us here now. But like, even still, sometimes in the first couple times that we go into New York, it's like super hard to pull a crowd because it's so much going on. And that's how China was. I was like, man, Shanghai, I was like, who even is coming to the show? To see Brainstory in Shanghai? Who even knows about us? Like, but people pulled up, and I was really taken aback. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
was
like,
cool.
and then you got that show probably from like, do you find out like you have fans there, and that's why you kind of like do a tour out there, or like
We
you
had a
just kinda-
booking agent that hit us up and
Oh.
was like, I can book a tour if you guys want. And we're like, yeah, we'll do it. And
Was it an Asian tour?
yeah.
Oh,
This was
okay.
last year for our last record. We did Japan, we did Tokyo, Osaka, then we went to Beijing, China, and then to Shanghai, and then we finished it off in Indonesia for a festival. So yeah, it was like not like a crazy month-long tour, but it was like
Yeah.
2 weeks or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with some
Cool.
downtime, to like explore a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything that you want to promote right now? You have any shows coming up? Any
Yeah.
projects?
In Long Beach, we're playing August 24th at the Bamboo Club for Happy Sundays.
Hey, check
So
that
pull
out.
up.
Pull up.
Yeah.
And where can people find you?
Oh, we're on Instagram. I think we're on Facebook. But yeah, everything, Twitter, or X or whatever, Spotify, all the streaming platforms, YouTube, all of that. If you look up Brainstory, we're probably gonna come up, most
Sick.
likely.
Sick. Hey, friends, hope you liked that last episode. Don't forget to watch a new episode every Thursday, and I will see you on the next Cozy with Calinnah. Thank you for being
That's a
part
good
of
one. Yes,
this.
thank you for having me. It was a great time.
Yay.